When we launched this content creation business, guys, we were dumpster diving. We were living on food assistance. We were growing our food so that we could eat. We were maxing out credit cards. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to sell portions of the farm and still not know how we're gonna make it, or my family's not gonna eat. And you fall a lot, but the question you gotta ask yourself is, am I gonna get back up? Get out there and doing something a little bit more difficult than you can actually do. And fall and learn from that and get back up. And that's what I'm doing in homesteading and content creation. And I started doing blogs and would study the bloggers and study how they would monetize it and listen to podcasts about them and watch videos about them and just figure it out. And we did really well with that. I started making YouTube videos just as a content model to build an audience and then find a need in that audience and sell them something. Well, we didn't even monetize our YouTube videos for that reason. I just thought they were a distraction. And so we got shooting this vlog and we said, let's test it. By that point, I had built up an audience with an email list from my blogging. And we sent this vlog out to the audience and said, did you laugh? Did you learn? And because I had built my email list, we had people to go and watch that very first YouTube video. So we did all this front work and then we hit YouTube and it actually takes off and blows up, and we're kind of the first in the homestead space to vlog, to show a reality, to not be textbook. There was textbook, there was instructionals, but there wasn't this good, bad, and ugly. One of our very first videos that went viral was a failure video. We had a chicken die in it. And I had become the expert. I had become the apron-wearing permaculture chicken ninja master. And he should not have a chicken dying like this. He should, if he does, he should at least know what's going on. I didn't. And I got the guts and the nerve to publish it. The vulnerability was sickening. I knew I was gonna get ridiculed. I knew I was gonna get accused of, oh, you say you know all this, but look what happened. Well, guess what? Some of that did happen. But when I got up from my nap and went and checked the comments, thank you. Thank you for showing this. This happens to me. And now I don't feel so bad about it. It's good to see that the expert makes mistakes too. And a lot of times people see that as, hey, Justin, you got lucky and you just took off. No, I'm the 365-day overnight success story. At first, I vlogged 5 days a week. I don't say you have to do 5 days a week. Maybe you should, because I don't want to get you off the hook. I would rather you err on the side of too much than too little. If you're watching this now and you're on the fence, hit publish tomorrow. Do something tomorrow. The advantage of having 0 subscribers is nobody's going to see it. So if you aren't embarrassed of your first work, you waited too long to publish. Over time, our comments, the people in our audience said, why aren't you monetizing this? You should monetize. People are used to ads. They just skip them if they don't want to watch them. All right, we do it. And I can remember that came. And I knew at that point that we were leaving our stage of survival and we were entering stability. It was pulling ourselves out of the dumpster and saying, we're gonna be all right. We're at a significant spot with our ad revenue on YouTube now, but it's like, that was never we didn't want to count on that. That's a third party thing, and that was a blessing in the beginning, and we certainly needed it, but I never wanted to depend on that. I still needed diversity. I still wanted to go direct to my audience. And so getting to know the people is good because you know who you're talking to when you are looking in that black lens, and you cater to them and you respect them and you think about them when you're deciding, am I gonna let mid-roll ads go in my video? And you're thinking about them when, what more can I do for them that I can't do for them with YouTube? People enjoy me going through the obstacles to get the garden in the ground, but then there are people who actually want to get the garden in the ground and they want the step-by-step. So I created this member area for that, instructional videos. And I'm at my point where, maybe burn out on the instructional stuff and just wanting to go deeper, and there's more to life than just homesteading, and can we have our own show? Why not? Let's try it. Let's put out one show, see if it flies, and We put out this one show as a pilot, and we're totally honest with the audience. We're gonna do this as a pilot. I'm gonna put it in our member area. If this does well, we're gonna make more. And so we did it, and it took off. If I can produce my own show, why can't I have my own network? I sat down and I searched the internet. How do you create a streaming platform? Ta-da! Now the technology is there, and it's not cost prohibitive. And now little old farmer Justin from hillbilly from Western North Carolina can have his own app, his OTT platform, because he knows how to read a book and follow what others have done before him. So when we launched this app, our membership doubled. So to get people from our YouTube to Abundance Plus, we crank out this content, this free content. We build this audience. We build this trust. We build this authority. First of all, you don't just do it once. And you don't do it in a real salesy way. Like, here's this app. It's really special to me. Go buy it. No, it's, hey, you guys know now, you can watch shows that are made just for you. Netflix quality style. You'll be inspired. I know you get down on yourself sometimes. I know it's hard. I know you fail. I know you feel alone. You feel isolated. Now guess what? I felt the same way, and I've created this show that will inspire you, and you'll probably learn something too. They need a sense of community because we are the minority. Very few people grow your own food, and when you start growing your own food and you talk to your friends and family about it, you think you're crazy. And they think you're crazy. And you need somebody you need some other crazy people to come in with you. You need some other crazy chicken ladies to get in on this with you. We all lack knowledge somewhere in it, and we all want to go somewhere, and we need that knowledge, but we also are lonely. It's a lonely life, and you need community. You're happy and laugh when you see something funny, but you're happier and you laugh harder when you can look over at somebody else and laugh with them. And they have a better sense of community and ownership. And that's how the Abundance Plus sticks out. How am I going to compete with Netflix? I'm not going to. Their budget is ludicrous. How am I going to compete with that? Nichifying. Okay? Being the Netflix for a niche. When you get nichified, you get this group of people that are highly passionate about what it is, and they want to hang out, they want to do. And so we created this community for them, and it's how we stand out, because they can go to Netflix and watch something that is maybe related. Or they could go to Abundance Plus and watch something that's related and comment. That's something you can't do on these big platforms. And then get in the community area, and it works just like Facebook, and they can just go back and forth on there. And it may seem superficial. I don't think it is. But a lot of these online relationships end up in real physical relationships because they make the connection, they end up meeting up, and they have a real physical hug somebody relationship. When we launched Abundance Plus with our Uscreen, right away, I think it exceeded my expectations. You know, our business doubled, our YouTube views doubled. It was a great time to launch, and people were ready for an app. People were ready for something of their own. People were ready for security that was a platform that felt more like our own. And if my goal is to double the business every year, it's how can I? And it comes to, well, I better get my own platform, and I better get my own app. If it fails, okay, you tried. I didn't have to continue. I wouldn't have to continue the app. I wouldn't have to renew it next year. But it worked, and it was a raging success. It was worth it. I went from $30,000 to $50,000 a month to over $100,000 a month with the launch with Uscreen. When I look at that number, I am absolutely blown away, awed, honored, because that means I'm bringing a lot of service into the world. Where people's treasures are, that's where their heart is. And they're putting their treasures, their money into this. And that means they're learning to grow their own food, and they're being inspired to grow their own food, and they're doing amazing things. And the world is becoming a better place. What Uscreen has done for the average creator has empowered them to not just have their own channel on YouTube, that's empowering enough, but now they can have their own platform. Pursue it consistently and patiently, and understand it's okay that even though it's your passions, there's some days that it sucks and you just gotta keep going. I say in homesteading, just plan. It's after the just do it Nike mentality. I'm serious, just do it. Stop thinking so much and just do it.